Hello, I'm Phil Svitek, 360 Creative Coach. Why am I a 360 Creative Coach? Well, because I am a firm believer in applying tactics and the right mentality in order to achieve your creative success. Now, before I get into today's lesson, which is about utilizing 99 designs, I want to take a quick opportunity to invite you to subscribe if you aren't already. That way you get all the various lessons that I put out right when I put them out. Thank you if you just did, and I appreciate if you already were. So let's talk about 99 Designs. First off, what is it? Well, it's a website that you can go to if you need a logo made, a brochure, anything dealing with a design, a book cover, right? In fact, I had a movie poster made for my feature film Idol through 99 Designs. Okay, so it's really a wonderful resource. And I should also clarify that I don't have an affiliation with 99 Designs. Sadly, there is no affiliate promo code that I can send you to and so forth. I am just doing this because I really believe in their service. If anything, utilize Tim Ferriss's code for it. He's the one who turned me on to it. And I have to say, it's truly, truly been wonderful. So how does it work? Well, you can do two things in terms of a design. You can do a contest or you can hire a designer. So let's talk about the contest. A contest is where, you have a sort of an idea in mind of what you want made, right? I'll just use a book cover, right? It's just simple and easy to talk about. And it's one image, right? So you kind of have this idea that, let's say there's three main characters and it's a fantasy novel, and you know the summary for it and so forth, but you don't quite know how it should fully look, right? So you fill out the descriptions and whatever else, and you also get to include links for inspiration or images. You could say, like, I really like the Lord of the Rings cover, and I like this cover and this and that and whatever else, right? And then it's a contest because once you publish it, people will essentially bid on that contest. They want they want that job, essentially. That's what they're going out for, right? And so now you can do two things. There's a number of things that you can kind of do with it, but the main things as far as a contest goes is you can guarantee the money or you cannot guarantee the money. If you guarantee the money, that means you will be selecting a winner no matter what. Which, obviously there's a risk there because you might not like any of the designs, but chances are you will because it draws a lot more designs for the contest, because people know, like, okay, I'm not just gonna throw out a design that may never be selected. There's a guarantee of money here. It might not be guaranteed to that particular person, but it will be guaranteed to somebody, and so why not them, right? So that's the thinking. And so for me, there's only been like one instance where I think I didn't do the guarantee, just because it was such a kind of new thing that I was just testing to see if it would even be feasible. And it turns out, I'll give you a quick side story, right? So it was for my production logo for my movie, which is different than the logo that I run for these types of videos. In fact, I've gotten rid of it at this point. But anyway, that's a tangent of a tangent. So for my movie, there was a specific intro animation that I wanted made that kind of paid homage to Slovakian television and storytelling and so forth. But it was like a kind of a motion animation thing. And so I did the contest, and Upwork, or not Upwork, 99 Designs wrote back to me. By the way, Upwork's another great thing that I utilize, which I'll do another video on a different day. So kind of slip up there, another equal great service. But I'm going on all kinds of tangents today. Apologies. But 99 Design got in touch with me and said, hey, this would be better served because it's kind of outside the scope of what we normally do since it's a video thing. It would be much better served to hire a designer. And so, they kind of helped me identify a designer that would be great. Which kind of does sort of segue into the idea that, there's contests and then you can hire someone directly. Now, generally, I would recommend to you start with a contest because you're going to get a bigger plethora of designs, and again, if you don't know quite what you're looking out for, like there's plenty of times where like I have an idea of what I'm looking for, sort of, but then, certainly with like my poster for my movie or even my book cover for my novel, it was a pleasant surprise with some of the stuff that came in. And once you see that, then you're like, ooh, now let's tweak this, do this. Because as I always say, it's a lot easier to revise something than come up with something from scratch. And so the fact that they're bringing these ideas to the table, it really makes it fun. And you can utilize this ad nauseum, right? But if you do develop a relationship with a graphic artist that you truly enjoy, then you can always hire them directly, which is great, right? You want to develop a shorthand with somebody and whatever else. Now, sometimes obviously some designers might have different styles. So your project, a new one might be a little bit different for something else. So it might not fit within their scope. So you might want to do a contest. But if you are, let's say, a business or a brand, right? Let's say I'll use my sort of podcast in this way. If I was constantly needing to have a designer create designs for me in my podcast in whatever capacity, let's say thumbnails, promotional material, whatever else, brochures, if I was pitching it, all that stuff, then it would make sense to do a contest initially, find somebody that I like, and then have them churn out the various iterations of things that I need, because obviously they would be providing a consistent voice, and that's figuratively, right? Because obviously it's all visual, to the designs. So that's why I love 99 Designs. I really utilize them for pretty much anything to do with graphics, both in print and digital. So I highly, highly recommend it to you. Check it out. Like I said, I have no affiliation with them other than the fact that they are a great service and I utilize them, and I like to share my strategies with you. So let me know what you think. If you do utilize them, let me know what the experience is like. If you're thinking about utilizing them but have some questions and would like specific insight, by all means ask away. Happy to provide you with what I can. And that's it. That's what I have for you today. I appreciate you joining me. If there's someone in your life who you think would benefit from this lesson, by all means share it with them. I certainly would appreciate it. And to that point, I appreciate you. Thank you, and I hope to see you next time.